So what does this mean? Many get confused. If we were to make daylight savings time permanent, our days would stay longer and we would no longer turn the clocks backwards in the fall. A lot of people like the idea of more sunlight in the evenings, but some don't. They say getting up early in the morning is hard and the mornings would be too dark for kids to walk to school, and studies have shown that more auto accidents occur days after spring forward.
That scientific research shows the number of heart attacks and strokes and teen depression increases around the transitioning of the clocks.
But Congress wants to make it permanent. The U.S. Senate passed legislation that would keep daylight savings all year round. All this and more would take place November of 2023. The House has yet to pass the bill, and if they do, then the President would sign the bill, making it law.
Without objection, the committee is discharged, and the Senate will proceed.
Madam President, I ask unanimous consent that the Rubio substitute amendment at the desk be considered and agreed to, the bill as amended be considered read a third time and passed, and that the motions to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Is there objection? Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Madam President. And
The original idea of daylight savings was thought of in the 18th century by Benjamin Franklin. He felt like people were wasting time by sleeping in, and he wanted to add an extra hour in the evenings instead, when people would be more productive. Daylight savings was experimented during World War II to save energy because the world was facing an energy crisis, but wasn't passed by law for the rest of the world until 1966. The U.S. actually tried making daylight savings time permanent in 1974. How do people feel about it? People like Miss Smith love the idea of making daylight savings time permanent because it gets dark so soon, and seasonal depression sinks in.
I was diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder several years ago in my late 20s, and so it always affects me, and I've never had to take medication for it, but back in the day, we used to have sun lamps, and I would go tan in the tanning salon because it would give me ultraviolet light, but it made me happy for more than one reason. I was tan, and I also had sunlight.
For WSMS News, I'm Kaitlyn Miller.
And I'm Pablo Duran.